40 years ago, I was dead broke with no teaching prospects, so I tried my hand at smuggling pot, a popular avocation in the Florida Keys. But if you got popped, it was 5 years hard time thanks to Nixon's new war on drugs. After getting fired from my teaching job at Florida Keys Community College for environmental activism yet, I was able to catch a part-time bartending gig at the swanky Pier House chart room, chatting up Truman Capote one day, Paul Newman another. But if you have to be broke, working minimum wage jobs again, where is it likely to go better than living on a sailboat in Key West, Florida? Our boat neighbors at Tropical Marina are cool. A young and broke Jimmy Buffett, for one, before he stepped on that pop top, strumming C&W at the Blue Anchor Shrimper Bar for pictures. Sailboat living in Tropical Marina, dirt cheap, slip rent $30 a month, showers down the dock, a plug-in phone, and an old hot plate, like camping out in a floating tent. Who could ask for more? Captain Ahab and First Mate Starbuck, that's who. It's after midnight and Starbuck's schlepping cocktails at the same Hilton I got fired for protesting. And I'm nodding off. A barracuda hits a school of mullet under the boat, and they bang against my wooden hull. Watery gunshots in the night. Now something's bumping the stern. A quick flashlight look over the rudder, and there she is. A floating bale of free Colombian weed. Locals call it seaweed or square grouper because it's contraband evidence shrimp boat captains toss overboard as the Coast Guard closes in. A bale of salvaged seaweed can bring up to $12,000 in Miami if you can just get it through the DEA checkpoint in Islamorada. Silently swimming the bale to our boat ramp, I end-over-ended up into my rusty Rambler wagon. Now what? I head up to the Keys to my marine science professor friend Art's place because I know he's broke too, fired with me for protesting the same new Hilton Hotel. Art has a little honey business on the side too, something I want to talk to him about. When I roused him out of bed, he grins, admiring my sodden bale of easy money. What do you think, Art? There's a Cuban guy up in Homestead that buys bales for $12,000 or so, but we have to wash it, Art says. Yeah, I heard. Think we can use your van and some hives to get it through the checkpoint? Might work, Art says, running an enormous hand over his shaved head. Let's sleep on it. Come back in the morning. 2 days later, our seaweed provenance is washed, dried, and pressed into a hive we've surrounded with others full of very pissed off bees. Art's punched holes in each lid so they can crawl in and out, mostly out, ready to attack. Then he proudly opens the back door. Perfect! So, hearts pounding, bee mitts, and Burka-looking netted bee hats tight, we settle into Art's beater utility van, its door sign announcing Dr. B's Key West Apiary Services. Nice touch. An hour north on A1A, our swirling hurricane of smuggling partners has chilled, and we see a DEA agent in huge aviator Ray-Bans motioning vehicles into the inspection area. Holy shit. Deep breath. This is it. Go back and knock the hives around, Art says. Get them mad or we'll be bunking in with a Colombian hitman. I squeeze back, pushing, kicking, and ham-fisting every hive. It isn't working, Art. They're sleeping or something. Then you gotta do this and don't argue. Do what? Piss into a hive. They hate that. They hate that. Not as much as I will. So pulling a bee mitt off with my teeth, I pulled the tab of my fly down and wondering if murdering Dr. Arthur Wiener would be called a justifiable homicide. Back in the front seat, I see Ray-Bans has his back turned, not even looking at the van, so I decide not to tell Art how I may have screwed up. You get stung? Fuck you. Take it easy and good job. Fuck that. Shows how much you know. Agent Ray-Bans is walking toward the van, giving us some serious fuck eye over his sunglasses. And Art's right about pissing on bees because we're sitting in the middle of a sizzling brown shitstorm of buzzers. So mad they're stinging each other. No Eyes wraps a knuckle on Art's window, and as he cranks it down an inch, a bolus of bees boil out. The agent steps back, then squints at the door sign. What's your story, Dr. Bees? Rent my hives to growers up in Belgrade to pollinate their orange groves. Open the back. Glad to, officer, Art says, bounding down and slamming the door fast. But it's really hot inside and they want to get out. Might not be a good idea. Open up anyway. Yes, sir, whatever you say. I'm sweating bullets as the van's back door opens, then slams shut fast. The DEA shouting, "God damn it!" Not good. Your nose is starting to swell, officer, Art says, standing beside the driver's door. Get the tweezers and pull that stinger and then smear on a mix of honey and garlic oil. Draws out the venom. Move this shitbox out or I'll call an exterminator and kill every goddamn bee in your fucking van. Yes, sir, officer, Art says, and doesn't even break a smile till we're a quarter mile away. An hour up and out of the Keys, things don't go well at Del Barco's Recycling and Homestead. I dig down and fill a baggie from our pot hive, sniff it with my chronic sinus problem, and think it's okay, maybe. But when Art lights Del Barco's Taste Test J, our connection sucks in a huge inhale, holds it a second, and then explodes in a seismic coughing fit. The fat Test J pinwheels away into the dirt, along with our 12 G's. And I know what happened. This isn't seaweed, Del Barco balls. This is pissweed. No fucking sale. But we washed and dried, Art says, arms raised tragically. Let's go, Art. Maybe Bum Fardo will buy it when we get back, I say. And I've got something I need to tell you. By the time we hit Key Largo on the way back, I've spilled the beans about pissing into our pot hive before getting the rest into a real one. Then going past Islamorada's checkpoint, Art looks over at the DEA inspection area. Hope that red-nosed prick doesn't see us, Art said, and sends out a chase car. I can see the Miami Herald headline now. College professors nabbed smuggling pot down into the Keys. The next day we wash and dry our piss weed again and go looking for Key West's colorful fire chief, Bum Farto, known to sell baggies of pot out of his lime green chief's car, the El Jefe. But he's in the wind, several firemen shrugging their shoulders, palms up. When Chief Farto's been missing for a month, the Miami Herald runs a story saying he's probably been disappeared, probably swimming with the fishes. This due to a grand jury testimony he was about to give incriminating the entire city fathers of Key West for drug trafficking. Then, There's a Colombian Uzi shootout at the Sears store. 3 dead, 2 wounded. 1, an innocent customer caught in the crossfire. So that's it. Enough is enough. Time to head north and get respectable. I tell Art I'll send him my new address just in case he has luck selling our co-owned seaweed. Then, packing our raggedy components into my rusty lay-down Rambler, I sell the sailboat and drive up to Montana, as far away as you can get from the shooty-shooty in the Keys as I can get. By August, I've lucked into a position at the university in Missoula. References not requested and none offered. And standing in the Madison River at dusk, a couple of keepers ready for our cast iron skillet, I'm beginning to feel pretty respectable again. Never did hear back from Art about our twice-washed pissweed, about what he got for it, and especially about what my share might have been. But hey, it's the lure of easy money. It's got a very strong appeal.